So a couple things that we wanted to go over today. We'd love to give you just a quick market update, okay, and
Yeah.
just talk about what's going on in the market today. And then Tanerra and I have a few tips for you on how to win your dream home, which is no easy feat in today's market. And then we'll just
Absolutely.
wrap up with a little community talk. So that's kind of our format. So let's get started. I think we're going to go over some market stats here. And
Yeah, the most exciting part.
yes, so, and I think, I don't know if this is, so we're doing this, we have some listeners and we're going to have some people watching the video. Okay. And I think if you're watching the video right now, I have got some stats pulled up and this is really interesting. So if you look at January stats, the average price was $679,386 in the greater Denver metro area. This is the 7-county greater Denver metro area, which is kind of unbelievable. That kind of a price is insane. So that's actually 8.7% higher than it was at this time last year. If you look at the median, and I don't have the median numbers right in front of me, but it's even greater than that. So the average kind of makes it sound like it's not as much of a jump as it actually is. But those numbers are just unheard of to go from that. Just a few years ago, we were down below 500. So it's pretty phenomenal to be where we are. That is for single family homes. And now let's look at the average close price for condos. A year ago, and this jump is even bigger, we were at 393,000. This year we're almost at 450 for a condo townhome type of a property on average. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
I mean, what were prices like when you moved here from Illinois 2 years ago?
Oh,
were you
goodness.
guys
I was honestly looking for apartments at the time. I could not tell you the price of a condo.
Well, I was talking to some clients, just a couple, that have been renting for a little bit. They moved here from Utah, and even just like the end of last year, they were, kind of getting ready because their lease is coming up pretty soon. And, we've just both been blown away at just how much prices have jumped even in the last 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
So, and those are some numbers that we can look at here too. Like, if you look at these condo numbers, it's up 3% in January from just 1 month ago. So pretty crazy. The next number is the price per square foot. So the average price per square foot right now in Denver for single family is $276 per square foot. And that is up from $236 a year ago. So it's up 18%.
Oh.
So I listed a house just a couple of weeks ago in Aurora. It's a great home, great starter home, only around 1,450 square feet above grade. But we actually got let's see, let me double check. I don't want to misquote this. 417 per square foot for this house, which is just like for a starter home, you just kind of wonder, it's tough these days to get into a home in this market with such limited inventory. So
absolutely good for your sellers though.
Yeah, it's a great time to be a seller, and it can also be a good time to be a buyer too. We'll give you some hope. We don't want to make it all about the sellers at all, but it's definitely a good time to be a seller in Denver. That's for sure. The last thing I'm going to go over here is the average days in MLS. So last year, keep in mind this is the average. So we have some I don't know what's the word, some outliers that are dragging this number down, but last year it was 26 days on the market, and this year we're at 19. But if you look at the median numbers, it's probably closer to like 3 or 4 days. There aren't very many listings that last longer than the weekend right now. Has that been your experience too, Tanerra?
Yes. Typically things hit the market on our side of things Thursday and are pending by Monday. So we don't see many that go longer than that. And typically they also have multiple offers. So sounds about right with 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, that's the case. So usually you're not going to be on the market longer than a weekend. If there are cases with, and if it's in a certain area or it's a unique property that it might be a little bit longer, and we certainly have some of those still. But definitely, if it's priced right and if it's in a popular area and if it's your typical 3 or 4 bedroom home, it's gonna go really, really fast and get a lot of offers on it. So my wife and I,
Absolutely.
just as a quick side note, we're always looking for our next home, and where do we want to go from here, and looking at properties. And we've actually made an offer recently on one, and we were one of the unlucky ones. So you think sometimes you think, okay, I got this. I'm a realtor. I know what to do. I know how to get the house. But
Yeah.
it's pretty cutthroat out there, and usually the one that has the highest price and appraisal gap and all sorts of things. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but there's factors that sometimes you can't control, and so you just have to keep at it until you find the right house. So
Yeah.
maybe I should have had you help me with that one, Tanerra.
Yeah, maybe I could have helped a little bit more, but I think you sometimes can get a little attached when it's personal and your emotions play into it a little bit more. So I am
It's true.
excited for that part when I go to purchase a house.